Bengals trying to win 5 straight for the first time since Boomer Esiason's season and a Super Bowl season back in '88. Hey, how are you, folks? Jason Horowitz, NFL.com's Pat Kirwan. Glad to be with you on the NFL Preview Show presented by Tyson Anytizers. And Pat, we know the Bengals, they're not a fluke anymore. We know they're a good team, but just how good a team?
They're a very good team because they're balanced. They can run the ball in that said Benson edition, and what he's done since late last year, that makes him really hard to stop in the running game. And then that defense. That defense is playing tenacious football, and they're not just supporting the offense, they can actually dominate some opponents and win a game.
And they held last week what was the Ravens offense that was in the top 5 to 257 yards of total offense. You hit on Cedric Benson, leading the NFL in rushing this season. Is this a field day against the Texans' rush defense?
I think so. You know, Ced Benson can give it to you as a receiver and as a running back. The guy's on pace for about a 1,700-yard season in combined rushing and receiving yardage and about 12 touchdowns. I think against the Houston team, he's going to take him to the cleaners. Because you can never defend the run because you're worried about Palmer.
And that's the other problem in all of his weapons, including Andre Caldwell, who was turned into a great weapon.
Late in games, it's
absolutely.
It's always Caldwell, and what happens is you have so many weapons on the field. Think about it. Chris Henry, Ocho Cinco, Lavernius Coles, and there's Caldwell. What are you going to take? You're still going to take Ocho Cinco first, and Carson's smart enough to find Caldwell. I think it's 2 games he's won left.
He had the Steelers game in last week against the Ravens. All right, so that's what they have to deal with to do the Texans. Here's what Cincinnati has to deal with, and it's Andre Johnson. How do they take him away?
Well, they don't take him away, and they've got 2 first-round picks on the corner, and they're doing pretty good out there. But you're going to have to roll coverage to this guy, and you're going to have to dare them to beat you with the running game, and that's where Palmer and the offense come in. They go out and they score fast. They put you in a position that you feel like you can't run and stay up with them. So it's roll coverage to Andre Johnson, and then live with the running game.
And Houston's 29th in running this year. A disappointing second season so far for Steve Slayton. What happened last week, Pat, with Houston? The tale of 2 halves. What was the difference from the first half to the second half?
Well, Arizona was red hot in the first half. 262 yards passing for Warner, only 40 yards passing in the second half. To me, it was more a function, when I went back and watched the game, more a function of Arizona falling asleep a little bit, not staying on task. Very tough when you're up 21-0 to stay on the edge.
Matt Schaub was very good, made the one mistake. It was an interception returned for a touchdown by Rogers Cromartie, and that's the difference between 3-2 and 2-3. And then, of course, getting stopped at the goal line certainly aids in that. Huge game for both these teams, especially Houston, because they can't fall to 2-4. Who you like?
I like Cincinnati a lot in this game. They're on a roll right now. We've talked about all the things they've got going on. They're at home. There's an issue about, is this going to be a blacked out game? Another motivation for these players to prove to the fans they should be out of the game. I like Cincinnati by more than a touchdown.
We'll see how it all plays out, trying to get to 5-1. For more on this game, stay with CBSSports.com. You can see it on CBS at 1 p.m. Eastern. For Pat Kirwan, I'm Jason Horowitz. That'll do it for the NFL Preview Show, presented by Tyson Anytizers, the meaty Good Man Snack. Take care, folks.